The 13th chapter of the Apocalypse describes a perceived miracle involving the Antichrist. I saw that one of its heads seemed to have been mortally wounded, but this mortal wound was healed. Fascinated, the whole world followed after the beast. They worshipped the dragon because it gave its authority to the first beast. They also worshipped the beast and said, "Who can compare with the beast, or who can fight against it?" Apocalypse 13:3-4. There are two aspects of this text to analyze: the perceived miracle itself and the reaction of the inhabitants of the earth to the miracle. Later in chapter 13, this perceived miracle is alluded to twice more. That's the first beast, whose mortal wound had been healed. Apocalypse 13:12. The beast who had been wounded by the sword and revived. Apocalypse 13:14. The idea is that the Antichrist receives a wound that everyone perceives to be mortal, and yet he will be healed from it, causing the world to believe that he has been resurrected. This alleged resurrection of the Antichrist explains several anomalies. For example, the beast is described as coming out of the sea and coming up from the abyss. Then I saw the beast come out of the sea. Apocalypse 13:1. The beast that comes up from the abyss. Apocalypse 11:7. Coming out of the sea appears to be a way of saying that he comes from humanity, since the angel's interpretation of the waters where the whore of Babylon lives is, "The waters that you saw where the harlot lives represent large numbers of peoples, nations, and tongues." Apocalypse 17:15. But the abyss is the name for the underworld. How can the Antichrist come from both humanity and from the underworld? He can do so if he is resurrected. In other words, he will be born from humanity, but then he will die, go to the underworld, and subsequently be resurrected. The other thing that needs to be noted is that the Apocalypse clearly teaches that this perceived miracle will be the very reason that the world will follow him and worship him. It says that they will be fascinated. It says that they will wonder who can compare with him and who can fight against him. In Chris White's words, the Bible considers this event very important.